sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, is tamu sana. Yesterday, Francis Atwoli hosted Raila Amolo Odinga and other leaders at his Kisero home in Kakamega County. Yes, that was yesterday. And the meeting went right into the night. And among the leaders who attended that meeting yesterday, we had Ayub Savula, Peter Nabulindo Matumbu, Member of Parliament, who was recently elected through a by-election, and also we had Aseka, Kisero Member of Parliament. All these MPs are allied to Musalia Mudavadi. That was yesterday. So today, there is a video that has surfaced online of Ayub Savula in some night meeting with Francis Atwoli. So I want you to listen to this video or have a look at this video, after which, as usual, we are just going to dissect it to see exactly what is happening here, what is going on here. Listen into this.
Pange mzee usaidie sisi pole pole, sisi vijana wadogo tukikosa usamea sisi. Hayo ni usamea.
Yes. Listening to that clip, there is a young man there asking for forgiveness, after which Atwoli tells him that he has forgiven him. So I don't know what sin that young man had actually committed, but I believe it's maybe a political mistake or a political sin. So I just don't know whether Ayub Savula, because I can see Osos is also there. So I just don't know whether Ayub Savula was also there to ask for forgiveness. That I don't know. But from the look of things, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. Ayub Savula, before he joined Atwoli there, Ayub Savula had earlier in the day attended an event organized in Vihiga County by Musalia Mudavadi, Maragolic annual cultural event. And during that event, Cleophas Malala gave out some remarks. Remarks that were seen that he was just telling Musalia Mudavadi to join William Ruto, or rather to work with William Ruto. And Ayub Savula is on record warning Musalia Mudavadi or warning NC Party against working with William Ruto. That is something that should be put clearly. So Ayub Savula, in my considered opinion, was maybe there as an indication that he might be thinking of even a possibility, if push comes to a shove, of actually joining the Azimio team, joining Raila Amolo Odinga. He might be toiling with that kind of a situation or a possibility. Ayub Savula is torn between sticking with Musalia Mudavadi or joining Raila Amolo Odinga. And I'm saying it's torn between, maybe because of pressure from the ground. As things stand today in Western, in Kakamega County, the ground seems to be favoring Raila Amolo Odinga more than even Musalia Mudavadi. So Ayub Savula, naturally, I know he might be feeling that heat. And you know, in Kenya, after every election, or rather in every election, 5 years, after every 5 years, about 80% of elected leaders are always sent home. And I know that pressure, Ayub Savula might be feeling that pressure. And staying with Musalia Mudavadi maybe is not actually helping him. So Ayub Savula is trying to test waters. How things can work out for him, assuming he joins the handshake team. And also on top of that point, yesterday's remarks by Malala was just a way of actually telling Musalia Mudavadi to work with William Ruto. So in the event Musalia decides to work with William Ruto, I tend to believe Ayub Savula is just sending some early signs or other signals to Musalia Mudavadi that in the event Musalia Mudavadi will not be on the presidential ballot, or rather in the presidential race, and he decides to support Ruto, then the likes of Ayub Savula will not go with him. The likes of Ayub Savula might decide to support or to go with Raila Odinga. That's also just some early signs, or rather warning signals, or rather warning signs, maybe Musalia Mudavadi should actually see. And again, on top of that, or rather on top of that, if you look at the current political situation in Kenya nationally, Raila Molo Odinga has been steadily rising nationally. His support is actually rising. His main competitor or challenger, William Ruto, is actually declining. And in a survey that was done earlier today, Raila for the very first time overtakes William Ruto in an opinion poll. An opinion poll that was released earlier today by Infotrack Research. Raila for the very first time beats William Ruto. So I also tend to believe that Ayub Savula, having been a very close Musalia Mudavadi ally, he might have seen that Musalia Mudavadi is not actually serious about his presidential bid. He knows that eventually Musalia Mudavadi might contest, but he will not get it, or he might not contest at all. So Ayub Savula is just trying to be clever here. He's just trying to align himself with a side he believes maybe has got the most realistic chance of winning the presidency, and that's Raila Odinga. So Ayub Savula just wants to be part of the winning side, or the winning team. That's also a reason why I strongly believe he might have attended that night meeting with Atwoli. And I know politics was discussed there. And the only thing that could have been discussed there was for Atwoli and the likes of Osopsi to maybe prevail upon Ayub Savula to join Azimio, or rather to join them. That's also a possibility. And the mere fact that Ayub Savula agreed to attend that meeting is an indication that he's also mulling of such kind of a possibility of maybe joining Raila Odinga. And also that proves that come 31st this month, we might just find Ayub Savula and a good section of Musalia Mudavadi supporters, or other leaders supporting him, attending that event. And in the event they attended, or rather assuming they attended, in my considered opinion, it will be a very big blow to Musalia Mudavadi. Because now it will be seen that Musalia Mudavadi has no influence. Assuming now on that day, Musalia fails to attend that meeting, then almost all elected leaders from Western, the Mulembe Nation, almost all elected leaders and notable figures attend that meeting. It will send a clear picture and signal that Musalia Mudavadi does not have a sway, or rather, Musalia Mudavadi does not have a clout in Western. That it will send that kind of a picture. So from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to believe, and this is my honest opinion, that Musalia Mudavadi, for him to play smart politics, he will lose nothing by attending that meeting. Because if he fails to attend that meeting, and other leaders across Western attend that meeting, Mudavadi will be seen as a lone ranger. He will be seen as a rebel, a spoiler, and that will be used very effectively to decampaign him in Western. So maybe he should attend that meeting, after which it will just be seen that maybe some of those leaders attended that meeting because Musalia Mudavadi was actually there. And also on top of that point again, as I conclude, you know, Ayub Savula and Osotsi. You know, Osotsi is a very close Raila ally, Osotsi. So I also tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, because Ayub Savula has declared his interest to contest for Kakamega gubernatorial seat. And in my honest view, or rather opinion, I tend to believe that maybe Ayub Savula is finding it very untenable maybe to win that seat through ANC party. So maybe again here, he might even be thinking of a possibility of contesting through that seat on maybe Azimio La Umoja ticket. Because come next year, candidates will be allowed, assuming this bill goes through, candidates will be allowed to contest through individual parties or on a coalition party ticket. So maybe Ayub Savula is also thinking of a possibility of even maybe eventually contesting through ODM or even Azimio la Umoja, assuming it turns into a coalition. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like, give it a like please. If you are watching us for the very first time and you are watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment please, and if possible, subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like please. And to our fans, our subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here on a daily basis by constantly giving our videos likes, constantly dropping your comments. God bless you. God bless Kenya. And to any other person, that's the kind of analysis we do here. We don't beat about the bush. We hit the nail straight on the head. We call it as it is, without any fear or favor of anybody. So if you have not subscribed, kindly take this moment right now, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Have a blessed new year and election year. Thank you. God bless you.